See what you're doing. You're over here working out by me. I understand what you're doing now. There's a whole rain over here, but you want to work by me. That's those signals. First thing I want to say is about approaching women at the gym is you always want to watch for choosing signals. That's the first step. That's the first key. You always want to watch for those signals that signal, hey, I want to talk to you. You always want to look for those signals that signal, oh, I see what you're doing. You're over here working out by me. I understand what you're doing now. There's a whole rain over here, but you want to work by me. That's those signals. Like you have to pay attention. Like, okay, so I'll give you the first one, right? You may be doing a set, right? You do a set, okay? You go to the bathroom, right? Come back. Somebody's at your station. Somebody's next to your station. Who is it? Is it a woman? Who's interested, right? So the whole point in that is that's a signal. You gotta learn to pay attention though, because if you don't catch it, you might not even know. You might risk that opportunity of that friendly conversation you might have. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. That's step one. Number two, you don't always have to make it flirty. You don't always have to flirt and go out on a date. None of that. There's no, when I say approach, I don't necessarily mean lead for a date. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you should be you should be prepared for you should be already prepared for a healthy conversation, or however it is, whatever you guys are talking about. And when I mean healthy conversation, I mean like a friendly conversation. It doesn't always have to lead to a date. Okay, that's the thing people think approaching means. Oh, it has to lead somewhere. It has to lead to a date. Yeah, it has to lead somewhere, but you don't have to the gym. I mean, you go there every day, so it's gonna be kind of awkward if you start, hey, let's go, you know, out to dinner. No girl's gonna want to go out to dinner if she's seeing you at the gym. Just saying, just saying, it's quite awkward. But what you could do is say, hey, let's do a workout. Why not? You could always go for that. And I promise you, she's gonna be like, shit, why not? I think I can take you, no big deal. Third thing is always paying attention, right? Don't assume, you know, just because she's looking, you need to approach. You gotta pay attention a little bit further to every step that woman does. I'm not saying watch her, but you gotta be a little careful not to kind of be like, oh, she wants me. No, 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 no. Just relax. Just take a beat. You take a beat, you pay attention, you look, you analyze the situation, you analyze what's going on, then that's when you approach. Then that's when you say, hey, assess the situation. Like, I'm not saying I'm not saying you have to watch her or anything like that. All I'm saying is look at the situation. If you see that she nearby, you'll listen to say something to her. It's not always what you think it is, but sometimes it could be. That's the thing about approaching. Sometimes you don't know if you're getting a signal. It may look like, hey, she's trying to talk to me. I don't know what it is, but she's over here where I'm at, and she was just all the way over there. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really pay attention to, what's going on. The whole point I'm trying to make to you is sometimes, I get it. You're in a gym, It may be on accident, it may not be. But the whole thing is that the whole the whole thing is you know maybe she is, maybe she's not. The whole point of trying to get you to understand is you gotta watch. You gotta just watch what's around you. Like it may be that hey, she saw an open bench, maybe, but you gotta learn to pay attention. You gotta learn to understand that you know just because you may see her, she might be nearby, doesn't mean she's trying to talk to you. You know, a lot of the times, you know, hey, they just looking. You know, that's just a simple. That's just a simple fact. They just looking. You know, they don't want you to actually approach them. They just want to look. You know that I just want to get that look. I don't actually want to get inside and you know what I'm saying. They just want to look. That's it. They just want to look. The whole point of that is though, that gives you an advantage. It does. It gives you an advantage because even if they're trying to look, hey, you could always tell her you was looking at me. That's why I approached you. You see what I'm saying? And she might project like, hey, what are you doing? Like, why would you come up to me? She might project, but at least you get that satisfaction of, oh, I just accused you of looking at me. You can't tell me you weren't because I seen you. I got proof. I know you're looking at me because I seen the mirror. Now, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that point, right? Now, what you have to understand is that a lot of times you might be wrong, but you might get a rejection. But you can say, hey, you was looking at me the whole time. I was just standing here. I was just over here working out. You was looking at me. I saw you in the mirror. Simple. So that's just a little bit about approaching why you should always approach a approach the female when you have true intentions. Always approach her when you have true intentions.